there is a realm in God that prayer alone cannot touch. A depth only worship can reach. Worship is not just a song, it is a language. A sound of surrender that heaven understands. It is when your heart bows, even when your knees can't. Because true worship is not about rhythm or melody, it is about spirit and truth. Jesus said in John 4 verse 23, "The hour cometh and now is, when true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth." Worship is the meeting point between heaven and earth. It is where the weak become strong. It is where the broken become whole. It is where the lost find direction again. Sometimes, you don't even need to say much. Just lift your hands, let tears flow, and whisper, "Father, you are worthy." That alone can shift atmospheres. Because worship is not what you do after the battle. It is what gives you victory before the battle begins. Ask Paul and Silas, they did not wait for the prison doors to open before singing. They sang in the prison. And their praise became the key that broke every chain. Acts 16 verse 25 to 26. There is power in worship. Power to heal. Power to restore. Power to open doors you never knocked on. When you worship, you invite the presence of the one who changes everything. You may not understand what is happening around you right now, but do not stop worshiping. Because worship does not change God, it changes you. Sometimes worship is silent. Sometimes it is loud. But in every form, it is warfare. Because when you worship, the enemy loses his grip over your mind. David understood this. He said in Psalm 34 verse 1, "I will bless the Lord at all times, his praise shall continually be in my mouth." He did not say, "when things are fine." He said, "at all times." Even when your heart is heavy, worship. Even when tears fall, worship. Even when you don't see results yet, worship. Because worship reminds you God is still on the throne. He is still faithful. He is still good. And He is still worthy. The altar of worship is where strength is renewed. It is where your burden is exchanged for peace. It is where the impossible becomes possible. Child of God, you must learn this secret: if the devil can silence your worship, he can silence your victory. But if you can still lift your voice in worship, you will rise again. When life gets heavy, whisper His name, Jesus. When doors seem closed, lift your song, Hallelujah. Because worship is the sound of trust. Isaiah 61 verse 3 calls it the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. So when you feel low, clothe yourself in worship. And you will see how the presence of God wraps you like a warm light. Worship invites angels. Worship draws favor. Worship keeps your heart humble and your spirit alive. So today, wherever you are, lift your hands and say, "Lord, I worship you not for what you have done but for who you are." Say this with me: I choose to worship even in pain. I choose to praise even in confusion. I choose to adore you even in delay. Because I know you are still God. Worship is not a moment, it is a lifestyle. Let your life become a song. Let your words carry worship. Let your heart remain an altar. And as you do, may your worship become the key that opens every closed door. May your worship bring healing, favor, and divine intervention in every area of your life. Say it after me: Lord, let my life be a living worship to you. Type "I am a worshiper" in the comments if you believe it. And don't forget to subscribe for more spirit-filled messages that will lift your soul and strengthen your walk with God. Because this is the Word Corner, where faith is fed, and destinies are ignited.